Bougie Pat McGrath Centered Get Ready With Me. I'm going to be using a bunch of Pat McGrath products today and a bunch of other like high-end products because I was feeling bougie today. But mostly I wanted to do another look with my Pat McGrath Labs Celestial Divinity Palette that the beautiful Debbie gifted me for Christmas this past December. So I wanted to whip it out and use it today. I haven't really used it with my... Oh, excuse me. Whew. I haven't really used it with my Pat McGrath blushes yet, or the liquid lipstick that I got from her recently as well. One of the Pat McGrath liquid lipsticks. So I wanted to use this today. And also, I have used the majority of the shimmers in here, but not all of them. I've been slowly using all of them because, you know, there are a lot of shimmers in here, and you guys know I've been getting other palettes. But I really just wanted to whip this out and use it today. So I'm just going to start with the Icy Pink shade. I'm just going to point to them because there are way too many shades in this palette, but it's like the light icy pink in here. And I'm just going to start out with that, and I'm going to work that into my crease. I thought I heard people talking. I think my brother's at work, my mom's at a doctor's appointment, and my dad is just out, so I'm the only person home right now. I am getting ready for work. So I'm just going to use that. Her mattes blend so smoothly, and her shimmers are just literally divine, so... I was going to use my Glam Light Red Velvet Cupcake palette today, but I was like, you know what? I haven't used this palette in a while. I kind of miss using it, and I want to use the shimmers that I haven't used yet at all. I mean, again, like I said, let me just poke myself in the eye. I've used the majority of them, but I can't keep track of which ones I've used anymore. But I know I haven't used the color that I'm going to use today. So I'm just going to finish blending that out. Okay, and then for the defining shade, we're going to use this color right here, which is this really pretty, deeper magenta-ish color, and it's so pretty, like a plummy pink. I'm going to take that and use that as my defining shade. I don't know if I'm going to use an outer corner shade. I kind of want the shade that I'm using on my lid just to be all over my lid. So I might just take this and, you know, define the crease and stuff. But these mattes are so pretty. And I'm just going to do it on this side too, obviously. I do, like I said, I do wish there were more mattes in this palette, but it is fun to use these shimmers with other singles or other palettes. So that's the way I've been using them. And these shimmers are stunning. Like, every shimmer is different in here, but like, I just wish there was at least like one or two more mattes in here. Like maybe like a peachy orangey color and like a medium tone brown. Or like just some kind of other matte, you know? But these shimmers are pretty much like transformative shades, so you could pop them over like any shimmer, or you can use them with, again, other mattes from other palettes, and they really are beautiful. Okay, and then for the defining shade, my hair drives me crazy. Blend that a little bit more. Okay. I think I am going to use the brown. And if I don't like how it looks initially, I'll just cover it over. But I think I'll like it. So I'm just going to use this chestnut brown right here. I've used this brown a lot to deepen up looks. especially when I was using like this palette and the Alamar palette together when I got both of those palettes at the same time, which I got that palette from the beautiful Riri, and they both worked really nicely together. And the shades are really beautiful deepening brown. Actually, it's not even like overtaking the look as much as I thought. It kind of just blends right in seamlessly, so it doesn't make the look too brown. It just deepens up the outer corners, which I really like. I thought it was going to be like too brown for this, but I think it's actually really nice and soft. That's what I like about her mattes, is that they're pigmented enough, but they're also very buildable. But you don't have to sit and build forever. They have a very soft, buttery, pigmented formula. But they're not too pigmented and they're not too light. They're like just enough where you can just like touch your... See how I'm not really like blending it? I'm just touching my outer corners and it basically is like on already. So it doesn't really require much blending. I'm just like really just placing the color and it's already there. So I don't really have to do much to get it to be there. Okay, so now I'm just gonna take a tiny bit more. And I think that is good for the outer corners. And then I'm going to take my glitter glue and then we'll do the lid. Okay, and then for the lid shade, I'm going to use the really beautiful like shimmery purple. And I want to really use that on my lid. So we're going to go for that shade. And I have not used this shade yet on my lids, so it was kind of calling my name today. And it's like a beautiful like purple with like pink shimmer in it, which is like really pretty to me, which is like so pretty. But yeah, I'm gonna put that all over my lid. Her shimmers are like so like easy and they almost have like a wetness to them, and they just pop so beautifully on your lid. This one is taking a little bit more building, but it's still really beautiful. Oh, so pretty, pretty, pretty. Make sure I get it all over my lid. Just a little bit more. Yeah, I think that's pretty good. I'm going to do the same on the other eye. So pretty. I mean, there's, of course, plenty of shimmers I could use in here again, but I think I've tried out the majority of them on my lid. I think there's only one I haven't used on my lid. If I can remember correctly, so that's pretty good. I just wanted to use this palette today. I've been using a lot of my newer palettes, but I also have been trying to use a couple of palettes that I've been wanting to use the past like couple of months, just because again I've been getting like 2 to 3 palettes a month, so it's kind of difficult to use like the other palettes in my collection sometimes, because you know I want to try out the new palettes for you and test them out, but just wanted to use this one today. This is taking quite a bit of building here. That's better. Okay. So I'm just going to pop on the brow bone highlight and then we'll do the face. Okay, so I just popped on Hear Me Out and Vanilla Bean on my brow bone, and now we're just going to prep my face. So I just use my MAC Fix Plus Cucumber, It's really good because, like, it doesn't have, like, an overwhelming scent of cucumber. It's a very mild scent, and that's why I really like it. Like, it's just a very mild, nice, pleasant scent, and it's not, like, too strong at all. That's why I really love it. And then, of course, to prime, I'm going to use my Milk Hydro Grip Primer, because I want to use this guy up as well, but I also love this primer. I don't know why nothing fits in here anymore. I'm just going to take that, and it's just my favorite primer for work and for when I need to go out. It's just, it has that stickiness to it, but it's not like uncomfortable at all because it has that like hydrating feeling to it. So you can feel the tackiness with it. I don't know why everything falls when I put everything back. But it's not like uncomfortable. And that's why I like it so much, because you know that your foundation will stick and it will grip the foundation to your skin, and that's why it's called the Hydro Grip Primer. So now I'm going to, of course, go in with my Pat McGrath Labs Skin Fetish Sublime Foundation. I think that should be enough. And I'm using the shade Light 1, which is, I think, the lightest shade. You guys know I love this foundation. I don't know why I keep on, like, steering away from this foundation, though, in the summertime. But it's not, like, a full coverage foundation. So it's not, like, heavy on the skin whatsoever. It's very liquidy, as you could see. It has a similar, I would say very similar consistency to the Dior Backstage one. They are both very liquidy foundations, so they're not, like, as full coverage as you would think. And I always use them with a beauty blender, so it shears it out anyway. So I don't know why I always call it a beauty blender when it's a beauty sponge. Beauty blender is the brand. It's just, you know, it's so ingrained in our minds that every sponge is called a beauty blender because Beauty Blender did it first. So I'm just going to blend that out. Of course, I'm using my ColourPop sponge, if you guys didn't know that. But I actually really love the ColourPop sponges, because they're just really good. They're my favorite sponges I've ever used. Better than the Beauty Blender. Better than the L'Oreal one. I love these sponges. And they hold up amazing. Like, so much better than the Beauty Blender and the L'Oreal one. I have not had to replace these since I've gotten them. Not one tear in them. Like, that's how I know it's better, because they have held up amazingly. Like, the L'Oreal and the, just want a little bit more on my neck. The L'Oreal and the oh, it's such a beautiful finish, though. You see how natural it looks still? Oh, it's such a pretty foundation. It looks so good on the skin. And then for my concealer, I'm going to go in with the coinciding Pat McGrath concealer in the shade L1 as well. See, that's what I love about her line too, is that if you're that foundation shade, you're going to be the same shade in the concealer. I don't know if that's the case with all the shades, but I am happy that I didn't have to go hunting for a different shade, so, because I hate that, you know? And this is, like, one of the best high-end concealers I've tried. I'm very picky with concealers now, more so than foundations, because, you know, they have to look good underneath my eyes, so it's always a true test for me, and I love this concealer, so. But anyway, about the L'Oreal sponge, that one has torn on me, and that one's an inexpensive sponge. Excuse me. Why do I keep on burping today? So yeah, anyway, I've been watching Broadchurch. I finally started it because, you know, I had my doubts because I didn't want to watch anything too sad, especially over this past month or so. in June, I didn't really want to watch anything too sad at all because I was already devastated. So I started watching it and I'm already done with the first season. It is so good. I mean, each season's only 8 episodes, so it won't take that long to get through, honestly, and I kind of like that. I hate like long TV shows that have hour episodes that are like 22 episodes. I feel like that takes forever. With these, it's like 8 episode seasons, and I'm like, that seems doable, So now I'm just going to go in with the concealer again underneath my eyes, of course. So, yeah. It's really, really good. I just finished the first season literally right before I filmed. And we found out who the killer was, and holy crap, that was... I mean, we kind of had already figured it out, but the way that it happened was crazy. Crazy. And it was a little bit creepy, but holy crap. It's so good. So good. Highly recommend if you guys like crime shows. For me, I like crime shows, but I don't like when it's like super graphic, showing the killing, all that stuff. That's what I thought it was going to be, but it's way different. It's just like each episode gives you like a new piece of information about the killing. And that's why I like investigative kind of shows like that, where it's build up and gives you pieces of the case every episode, and that's why you can't stop watching because you're like, what happens next, I don't like shows where it's like killer, 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 constantly killing. I don't like that because then I have nightmares, and I'm like, I like more so suspense and drama rather than graphic and violent. So hold on one second. Did not realize my dad's home, so now I have to close the door. So he probably just thought I was on the phone. But I didn't want him to think I was talking to myself. So yeah, but my dad doesn't really care anyway. Okay, and then for my powder, of course, I'm going to go in with the coinciding powder, the Skin Fetish Sublime Perfecting Powder. I really would like to try her under eye one as well, but this one works so nice underneath the eyes. And everyone talks about her Sublime Pressed Powder for the under eyes because it is made for your under eyes. But I love this one as well. It's so beautiful underneath the eyes. It's such a lightweight powder, and you don't even feel it. And it just like cancels out your wrinkles and everything, and it just makes your under eyes look so nice. Like, do you see the difference? It doesn't brighten that much, but it just smooths your skin completely underneath your eyes, and that's why I really, really love it. And then to set my face, I'm going to use my Dior Backstage, of course. I love this damn powder. And it's so funny that I'm using all these bougie products with... I am not a bougie brush person. I never have been. I love these ColourPop brushes. This is like the softest face brush I've ever used. I used my Equal Tools one yesterday by accident because I've been obsessed with this one, and I'm like, this one is so much softer than the Equal Tools one. Oh, so good. Okay. Now we're going to go back into the eyes. I just want to set my face real quick, just to add some hydration. I use the Milk Hydro Grip setting spray because my face is feeling a little bit dry now. I was crying a little bit when I was watching Broadchurch earlier because holy crap, it was really... But like, it's not like, oh my god, like super depressing. It was just upsetting. Like really, really upsetting what happened. So, but I like that you're not sad the whole time you're watching it. Or like, oh my god, this is disgusting. Like, I don't like shows like that. So now for my waterline, I'm going to use the Marc Jacobs Gel Liner in the shade Grapevine on my waterline. because I want a little bit of color underneath still. And Debbie loves purple, so why not do purple for Debbie too? And also, this is a bougie liner, so why not? I picked up all of these liners when they were half price. And then literally a couple weeks ago, we found out that Marc Jacobs is going out of business with his makeup line, which really sucks. I love his makeup line. Of course, as soon as I discover these liners, they're gone. So, yeah. Okay, and then I'm just going to prime my lashes real quick. Okay, and then for my lashes, of course, I'm going to go in with my most bougie mascara, which is the Gucci mascara. I actually have been using this quite a bit for work recently, and I'm kind of hooked on it again. It is such a good mascara, you guys. It is worth it. I love this mascara. It builds, but gives you like such beautiful length. I wouldn't say it curls your lashes as much, but it gives you really nice length and volume. And really grips onto every lash without getting clumpy. And I like this one more because it doesn't transfer as much as the Lancome and the Anastasia and the Urban Decay, because it has a little bit more of a drier formula compared to the other ones, which are way like more of a wetter formula. That's why I've been kind of enjoying this one more for work, because every time I wear the other ones now, especially when I get like hot at work, I mean, I don't sweat that much, but like for some reason I've been having problems with transferring now, which I never had problems with transferring before. And now this past summer is the only time I've really had problems with transferring with those mascaras now. Maybe because I'm wearing them out again. I have no idea. So now I'm just going to clean up the crease and then we'll do the inner corners. Okay, and then let's go into the palette again and we're going to do the inner corners. And I think I'm going to take this pinky shade right here. It's so beautiful. And I'm going to use that on my inner corners. I basically did like the same look that I did like the first time I did with this palette, but that purple on the lid is so beautiful. Like your eyes are just completely drawn to that shimmer because it's just so stunning. Like that's how beautiful her shimmers are. Yeah, I could use this purpley one. Let's use that one instead. I don't think I've used that one on the inner corners. I'm using the wrong brush. This is not the brush I use. Caitlin, use this one. Wait, we're not running too late, so I can get this look done pretty soon, hopefully. Hopefully it's not too dark. Not really sure. Can't see shit. That's really pretty. It looks a little bit dark. But yeah, the show's really good. Sorry I'm a little boring, but not much has really went on. You know, I actually did see one of my friends a couple days ago for a going away party thing. Not really a party, just like a little get together with like her closest friends. Because she's actually she moved away literally the day after we saw her, because we knew that she was moving. But I thought she was going to be here for a little bit longer, and then she's like, I'm moving tomorrow, and I was like, oh my god, really? And this is the first time I've seen her in like 2 years almost, because, you know, COVID last year. And then this year we just hadn't gotten together until, because, you know, she works a lot. She doesn't really see her friends that often, except for the people that are out where she lives. which is like her brother and like the other people that were there, like her childhood best friend, her other best friend, which I've definitely heard of her before. I just don't think I ever met her, and she was really cool. Yeah, it was really, really fun. But the thing is that it was in the town that Liz lived in before she moved to Connecticut. So this was the first time I was there since Liz had moved. Like before Liz had moved. So it was a little bit weird for me to go because, you know, we have so many memories there of hanging out in Patchogue. So it was just a little bit surreal to me. But I'm glad that I went because Patchogue has great restaurants. And it was weird being there, but at the same time it was fun because we were just at the restaurant the whole time. Okay, so, but I'm really glad that I got to see her before she left because I would have been really upset if I didn't. Okay, and then for the bronzer, of course, I have to use my Gucci bronzer because I'm a bougie bitch. So I'm going to use this guy. But this has become like my favorite bronzer ever, honestly. I love it so much. It's just so beautiful on the skin. I love the undertone for my skin. It's not too brown. It's not too orange. It's just like a beautiful neutral undertone. And I freaking love it. It's just so soft and blurring on the skin. And I love it so much. And it just has a beautiful, smooth formula. And I love it. So, can I say how much more I love it? But it was $60, so I better freaking love it. And honestly, I really do. It's just stunning on the skin. And I use it constantly for work and just in general because I freaking love it. Okay, I don't know why my nose is running already. I'm so annoyed. Every time. Okay, and then for my blush, I don't know if I want something too pinky. I mean, I kind of want to use this one because this one's a little bit more muted. So obviously I'm going to use one of the Pat McGrath blushes. And I'm thinking about using Flirtatious. I think I'm going to use this one because I just wanted something a bit lighter. Oh my god, there's so much crap in the way. Why? I don't know. Okay, so I'm going to use this guy. And I wiped it off with my color switch first, so it should actually be more pinky this time. Yeah, definitely. Wow, that is buildable. Holy crap. And I didn't really put that much on my brush. You think it's going to be like a little innocent, like pinky blush, and then it's like, look how pigmented it is. But I think it's going to be more muted, and then when you actually put it on, it's really not. But it's a really beautiful color. Yeah, I'm glad I went with this one instead. Because I've used the Divine Rose one a lot, so. Okay. So yeah, it was nice. And actually one of my other friends invited me to go to the city tomorrow, and I haven't seen her in like 10 years. But I am so nervous about going to the city right now, especially with everything that's still going on with the Delta variant and everything. Even though I am fully vaccinated, I have not been to the city in like a year because the last time I was there was only to help my mom move out my sister's stuff out of her apartment. But I have not been back since then, and I have not went for any other reason. And I really don't want to, honestly. But I think I'm probably going to go the next time she comes because she said that this is not going to be the last time that she comes to the city. But she just recently got married, and I really wanted to meet her husband. But I was like, enjoy your honeymoon, and we'll meet when we can because I'm just like too nervous to go. I was getting like really bad anxiety about it, and I was like, I don't know if I really want to go. So, okay, and then for my highlight, I'm going to use the Dior Backstage highlighting palette because, again, we need to use a bougie stuff. And this one is so stunning on the skin. So I'm going to use that. It has like this beautiful like jelly formula. And it just like, oh, it just is so stunning. I love this formula. I mean, you guys know how much I love Dior's Backstage line. I mean, it's no secret. Their Backstage line is stunning. And everything from the line is so damn good. And I've tried a lot from it. The foundation, the highlighter, the blush. They're all so good. I guess that's not a lot, but because it's not the cheapest, but still so good. Sorry for my constant burps. Oh, that is so pretty. Okay. And then we'll just move on to the lips. Okay, and now let's finish up with the lips. I just sprayed my face again with the Milk Makeup Set and Refresh spray. And now I'm going to use probably my most expensive liner in my collection for my lip liner. And this is Charlotte Tilbury's Lip Cheat in the shade Pillow Talk. So we're going to use that. I am not really the type of person to splurge on lip liners. But I bought this one with the lipstick, and they're both really, really good. But I would not spend this much money on a lip liner. I would rather go and get, like, ones from the drugstore or from ColourPop. I was going to use a ColourPop one today, but I was like, why not stick with the theme and use this one? The only 3 things that I used that were like inexpensive today was my brow gel, which is the e.l.f. one, my primer for my lashes, which is the L'Oreal one, and then my Maybelline Lash Discovery on the lower lash line for my bottom lashes. Okay, and now for my lips. Let me stop rambling. I'm going to use the Pat McGrath Labs Divine Nude Liquid Lust Legendary Wear matte lipstick in the shade Divine Nude. And it's kind of like a pinky nude shade. She loves her pinky colors, so because it's like Divine Rose everything. And I actually really like this formula. And it's such a pretty color. Wow, that almost went on with just one dip in the tube. But it's a very smooth formula. I like it a lot. And very comfortable on the lips. And that's it for that. Okay, and then to top off the lips, I'm going to use one of Pat McGrath's glosses. And this is the Pat McGrath Lust Gloss Lip Gloss in the shade Prima Donna. I found this one at Marshall's and I need to use it more. And I also love her glosses as well. So I'm just going to... Oh my god, that looks so pretty on top. I have not worn these together. And her glosses smell so good. I think that looks so pretty. Her lip glosses are just like so shiny. I'm going to take a little bit more up here. And it smells like cotton candy. Oh, so pretty. And that's pretty much it, you guys. Okay, you guys, so this is the finished look. Here are the eyes, the cheeks, and the lips. I really love how everything turned out. I love the eye look. Just her shadows are amazing. And if you guys want to splurge on anything at Sephora, you know, if you just want to treat yourself, I know there's no sales going on right now, but Pat McGrath really is worth it. Her stuff is gorgeous. And you feel like every time I wear her stuff, like I feel so beautiful. Like her stuff is just so stunning on the skin. Like her eyeshadows are amazing. Her foundation is fantastic. I love her concealer. The blushes are stunning and the lipsticks are amazing. I love her lipstick formula, and the glosses just add this gorgeous shine to your lips. I love how everything turned out. I think everything looks stunning. I hope you guys enjoyed this super bougie get ready with me. I love you guys. Please like and subscribe. Follow me on my Instagram at CBW819. And check out my Poshmark as well. I've been selling a lot of stuff on my Poshmark. I've sold basically half of my listings. I will try and list some more stuff soon, but like it's been kind of hard for me to let go certain things in my collection recently. But I have sold quite a bit of stuff. So I feel like my collection's a little bit lighter so I can try new stuff. So yeah, I love you guys. Please, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I have to go. Bye.